Wednesday, December 19th here, Happy Dog Farm. Barn stuff. Just a bunch of stuff in the barn. I hope you can hear me. I have no idea. First of all, my new screen door for the shop. Embarrassing. Cats go in the shop, do disgusting things. I can't be putting new materials in there if the cats are going to, do that. So I had to keep the cats out of the barn. Well, I didn't want to build something that I wouldn't be using again later. So this is kind of temporary, but a lot of it is going to stay. Now, the way it's built right now, 5-foot by 9-foot tall cat door. It's a huge cat door. And the cats can't get in. Now as you notice, it slides pretty well. I'm going to get behind the camera in a few minutes and talk about that. But what it is the history of it is, when I lived in New York City, friends of mine lived in Lost down in Tribeca. And they had the old fire doors that would close automatically if there was a fire. It was a sliding door like this, held in place by a wire, a counterweight, but there was a lead seal. If there was a fire, the lead seal would melt, drop the counterweights, and the doors would roll down and shut. Okay, cool, remember that. Years later, I'm in a guy's barn. Notice he had a sliding door like that, but he had a track like mine, sloping, and the reason being is the door, when it lands, it sets down firmly on the sill. So it becomes a relatively airtight door for a weather seal. But you can't drag that to open the door, so as soon as you start to move the door open, the door starts to lift off. So what you have is a sloping rail on the top, but the adjustments are set so that the door is actually level. It just ascends and descends as the door moves back and forth. So it's kind of cool. I wanted to show that to you. So I'm going to get behind the camera now real quick and show you a little bit of detail. There you can see, and I had to, I wanted to put a sharper rake on it, but I couldn't strike the girt, which is the big thick thing it's attached to. There was some risk of it striking the girt and whatnot. I was like, okay, I'm happy. But what's really nice about it, of course, is it's not hard to open, and it's also not so hard to close. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. I think this is there you go. That is important. That is the kind of hanger I'm using. It's an offset hanger that swivels, so I can adjust where that wall plate seals up. When this is done, the screens are going to be replaced with solid material with a small door in it, just so I can go in and out, but it'll be all insulated as much as the rest of the wall. That is going to help me accommodate some of the extra insulation, so I'm going to actually have a door that's almost 6 inches thick to accommodate a couple inches of foam inside of it. But as you can see, the top rail is sloped, and that made all the difference. Okay, put a handle on it, and it just locks in down there, and the cats leave it alone. So that's part one. I'm very proud of that. What else? Oh, yeah. That bright star in the sky, no, it's not the Christmas star. It's a 10-watt LED, and there's another one just like it there. Those two lights are wired into the daylight control that controls the outside barn light. Now, I don't know what's going to happen here, but I'm going to go turn off the lights that are on. And you get the point. I come in here at night to work. I'm walking into a pitch black cave. Really not so much, because like for 20 watts of light, it lights up this whole area. If I come in with the tractor late at night, I'm coming into a dark barn. Not anymore. These lights are impervious to temperature. I got them for $20 each on eBay. Really good deal. And they're just wired into the daylight control for the main barn light outside. So if it gets dark out, the lights come on. It's a nice thing. The dogs are barking because they hear me talking to you. Better, huh? Okay. It's supposed to snow tomorrow. I'll be working out here. But I wanted to show you the door. I wanted to show you the lights. Because that's just barn stuff. But they're really useful. Pitch angling the door, I think, is huge. As I look at the doors that I've got now on the barn, I kind of wish I had that for the main doors. They're just huge and heavy, and I can't really consider doing that. It would take some significant thought on how I would do it. But for an interior door, especially if you want a weather seal, you want that sloping top rail on the girt or whatever you're hanging it from to pick up and lower the door onto the sill. That's huge. It also, when you open the door, you can just hook it up, but when it comes time to close the door, it rolls, it slides, it's like super easy. So, it's a wonderful thing. And it keeps the cats out. The night lights, me personally, I think it was a freaking stroke of genius because I had this daylight control. I was having troubles because the birds would poop on it and it was on all the time. So I made an independent one for the barn per se. And then by just putting an outlet in and plugging those in, wow, what a difference. Made my life so much more pleasant. Safety factor, don't get poked in privates moving through here at night. And coming in at night, frankly, it's just not so dismal coming into a dark barn and having to leave the engine running or something while you go running around looking for a light. There's a light on to greet you. The cost of running it is so low. LEDs last for so long. Really worthwhile investment. So, happy December 19th. Hey, winter equinox is right around the corner, Friday. Don't forget to celebrate. It's not the end of the world. It's winter equinox. And that's kind of important, just cause. Take care. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.